A lot of comments about the Duster.
Looks and comments.
Yeah.
Yes. More looks because I didn't know as many people. Do you remember Matt Davidson?
Yes, I think so.
Had a cup of coffee in the NHL, played junior out here. Was drafted by Buffalo, and then I think he played most of his games in Columbus. Anyway, he was there. He did make light. He did make light of it. He was like, "Oh my, who's this special fella?"
Oh, I'm just getting ready for Halloween. I've got a great costume ready to go. You're gonna love it. Yeah. So how did the games go for the young lad?
They were 500. They were good. Some ups and downs.
Did you obviously, was it a tournament out there? Or were you
It
just
was
playing
some
the
kind
edge
of
all the time?
kickoff. No, it was a exhibition weekend.
Big whoop-de-doo, here we go.
Yeah,
weekend.
Kickoff. Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah.
Was that DuPont kid out there wheeling around?
He's a junior.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
He's got that exceptional status.
He's moving on.
Moving on up.
Right.
To the east side.
Yeah.
Finally got our piece of
deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the east side. Finally got our piece of the pie.
You know what that is, Jack?
Beans don't burn on the grill.
Correct.
That's right. Jack's a little out of sorts.
It's all right, Jack.
The unbeaten season.
We'll get back to him.
They were so close.
Are we jumping to it now?
We'll get to it eventually, but I think we do have a Jackometer update.
Yes.
Now, if you don't know what the Jackometer is, Jack, big Steelers fan.
Tattooed.
He, like most fans, it's a roller coaster. After wins, life's great. After losses, it's the worst ever. And last year was a fun one because they were great in the preseason, and Kenny Pickett said it was woohoo. And then the regular season started, and they were not very good. So then it was the worst ever. This guy's got to go. They could fire.
And every time he got back and excited about him, they'd crush his poor heart.
So we wanted just some kind of a chart to keep track of where Jack was at from week to week. 3-0. I believe he was up to an 8.
Yes.
Last week. So yesterday, I don't even know if it was humbling, but it was it was just
they played like the Steelers.
Yeah. So here it is as we go to the Jet. Oh no!
Geez. That is a steep.
Oh man, that's before you're 3-1 and you're down to a 4.
This is a bit of an overreaction. I had mentioned to Boom that as soon as the game ended, I texted RJ and I said 4.
But you didn't give it the 24-hour
No,
rule?
I didn't.
But see that the Jackometer can't use the 24-hour rule because that's what it is.
Gotta be
the spikes and the valleys and
man.
Did it make it worse that it was Joe Flacco that did it to you?
100%.
Yeah.
It was like we can't stop Joe Flacco. I saw something that Joe Flacco is as old as Anthony Richards' mom.
I've got the clip.
You got the clip? Oh my God.
There's a few things about Flacco. There's another thing.
How are we getting carved by Joe Flacco in 2024?
Well, it's Joe Flacco. I got to be honest. I picked the other team in my bets and had no clue that Joe Flacco was part of the equation.
Again, it's not to get too deep into football, but there's a weird vortex we're in because if you were to just be dropped on the planet right now, so Joe Flacco, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Andy Dalton, these are some of the best quarterbacks in the world, right? This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, battling it out for MVP.
If we had a Rhettometer today, how would it?
It's okay.
Is it?
They got soundly thumped and deservedly so, but I know what my team is.
Okay.
We're fine. I'm a mature human. I've got children. I can ride the waves better. I've got good buoyancy out in that rough water. Right?
Red is a Bills fan. For those that don't know, I know everybody probably knows, but they were beaten. They were beaten by the Ravens last night.
Yeah. Cockily entered the game and soundly tail between your legs. Goodbye.
And they were cockily. They had a cocky nature, probably for good reason because they had been cruising.
But they hadn't played as quality a team, I don't think. I think the Ravens are good.
But the thing with the Ravens, remember,
they were slow to start. But you watched them last night where they don't look like they're any kind of average. They're pretty good.
It looks like they got their poop in a group.
That's right, Dean.
Yeah. Looks like they got their act together. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Well, we'll get into that in the Pinder Report, which is coming up. Another week off for Pinder. He is in Australia.
Rightfully so.
He can't hear this. He's not here. It's no big deal. I don't know what, but happy birthday, Ryan Pinder.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Is it his birthday?
Yeah.
For real? I'm almost glad he's not here.
Yeah.
Or we would be required to celebrate for him. They'd tell us about, I got to go here, see my buddies. I got to go see these buddies.
Yeah.
The other buddies are over here. I got to those buddies, and we're going to do this for these buddies. We're going to fly to Japan for my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Enough.
They did fly to Japan for his bachelor party. That's a true story. But it was already because we were going through, albeit briefly, we were taught, I guess it was last week. Ryan kind of spearheads the afterburner, the schedule, who's going to work at that sort of thing. So he's, give me some dates that if you know that he did it the other way. If you know the dates that you can do it, just let me know. I'm the other way. I'll give you the dates I can't do it.
Yeah.
Whereas for him, there's always something going on. So I'll give you the dates I can do it. Well, I think I'd like you to do the.
No, you don't get to tell me.
I'd like you to do the first one. Because you're kind of the face of the brand. It's like you've got tickets to the game.
So you're
like,
you're busy.
What kind of shit are you pulling here? Okay. And then the second game, geez, I feel bad, but I got a buddy in town.
Oh no. You don't say.
It's like, all right. So it's
2.
we're 2 weeks away from the start of the regular season. We've got buddies, but no, he actually did more than anybody else last year.
Yeah. And I plan on making him do it again.
Yeah. Pinder did a lot of them.
Wow. When you set up the studio 3 minutes from your house,
you can make it.
Maybe you could just make it.
Yeah. Yeah. That
you can sit at home, watch the whole game, put your children to bed, and still be at the studio in time to. You don't have to spend the whole evening away.
That's right.
Ah.
Yeah. Although I think he probably sells it. Well, we've got a watch party at the a what?
Yeah,
telling his wife, "Oh, babe, it's a Flames game night. I'm doing the thing, so I got to go.
I got to go.
We got guests and we're hosting, and yeah, fair enough. So the Flames, they played a hockey game on Saturday against the Vancouver Canucks. They're done with Vancouver for a week.
Slap them around.
Now next Wednesday, they will start the season in Vancouver.
Oh, then they're back. Damn.
But 3 games. This is a 3-game week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then they're off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Then they'll go do
a whole bunch of days.
Team building.
Yeah, they'll do some building of team morale. Not sure what they'll do. There's your schedule. Tonight, the Seattle Krakens will be here to take them on.
Crack Attack. Are they any good?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But now, how much of it is just watching that game last week?
I haven't seen them impressed, though. Maybe I guess again, I don't pay any attention to Seattle.
They're still
nice jerseys.
There were some who questioned the way Ron Francis put things together
from the start.
And I don't know that those have gone away.
I wouldn't say. And every GM's got questions, right?
Yeah. Fans want to know. GMs want to know.
What is the plan?
What is it you'd say you're doing here? But do you want to see what happened Saturday?
Yes, please.
Well, let's take a look at what happened Saturday. It was those very same Canucks. Now remember, they had a lead. It was a game in Abbotsford.
Yeah,
led and then gave up a crazy goal, a 1-on-4 to Daniel Sprong to tie it, and then Pospisil fell down in overtime, and then remembered it's 3-on-3 and hustled to get back. Well, it's a turnaround. Maybe they'll get some sweet revenge in this one. So Saturday to the Dome, Canucks and Flames. It's still not the full lineup, but it's some of the guys that you want to see. What do you got, Hanzik? How you playing? Pelche, what do we got here? Well, let's take a look. We go back to the Dome from and you know what? These are our opening statements for McLeod Law.
Damn right.
I should have mentioned that right off the start. It's especially on a Monday as we get into it. Opening statements for McLeod Law. Whatever your potential issue is, whether it's personal, whether it's business, it may not be an issue at all. It's just where you need legal help to get something done. They are the very best. They're They were right here in Calgary. Calgary home, Calgary born, Calgary bred, roots run deep. Calgary people taking care of Calgary people. I don't like when I reach out to some, whatever it is. Yeah, please hold. You'll be connected to a. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to handle this. I'm
Yeah.
looking to you, and now.
And is that in Calgary? Yeah, it's in Calgary. Yeah, thanks. Not with McLeod Law. They're in Calgary. You're in Calgary. Good Calgary people. Do we want to take a look? See?
They did a lot of work.
Is it not working?
It's not in the drive.
Oh, Dean.
Yeah, we probably should have went over the stuff before.
You know what? Here's the thing.
We got a new drive?
No,
We're new and we're just working out the kinks?
it's coming here is the problem. Because I do all of my work at home.
That's right. You said this on Friday, where you do a bunch of stuff, and then you come here and you've forgotten to put it in the drive, and you can't access because it's in your drive.
There's my home computer, which is my base.
You're not networked.
And then there's the drive,
You
which
got
we
to
can all
network
access.
this S.
Well, anyway, you know what?
Who cares? You know what? I came down on Sunday morning, and my pops was in town.
Yeah.
DUG, and the highlights were on, and I was listening to a rough game. All this.
You know what we could do is
rough stuff.
Because the Flames, I know, had it on their socials. I don't know that it's even necessarily worth the effort.
I would say it's not.
It was 2 days old. They play tonight. We could tell you what happened.
And
it's
the rough stuff wasn't that rough.
No, it was not that rough. There were a couple of body checks.
Woo.
It was don't even worry about it.
Come on, Jeff.
Don't even worry about it.
Relax.
It was a 4-2 win for the Flames over the Canucks. One of the stories coming out of it was Adam Klapka laid out a big body check,
big hitter,
smashed a guy into the boards.
It's a big man.
Did score a goal, probably one that Sheilov should have had, but don't matter. Waits for the screen to develop, fires a puck on net, finds its way in. Lomberg being Lomberg, doing Lomberg things.
Good old Lomberg.
Forecheck, turnovers, go to the net. He tipped one and then got his own rebound and put it in. Pahal shot from the point finds its way through. So yeah, I mean, I guess my takeaways from the game is Lomberg is going to bring something a little bit different. We know what it is, but just when you think recent years, there hasn't really been. It's been Pospisil, I guess, but even it's
different.
He's kind of sneaky, grimy, not Lomberg.
Yeah,
he's in your face. Hey, here I am. I'm a ball of muck, and I love it.
Full frontal.
Get some of me.
Yep.
And you do love it. They him on a fourth line. If you do something, and Honzik in a moment, but with Klapka, he has played himself into a spot where you can see him on your fourth line now.
Well, if he's a big body and he wants to bang and crash,
he's a big guy. He moves all right. The whatever offense you get, it's not even about that, but whatever offense you get is a bonus. But you saw the one clip where he busts back, breaks up a scoring chance at one end, goes all the way back, gets a stick on one at the other end. He's being physical. He, as you love, is doing things in camp to get noticed and doing things the right way.
You'd love to take some kids and just sit them and say, just watch this.
Yeah.
You don't have to dipsy doodle dangle to impress. There are simple things you can do, and he's doing them.
And I know last year he came in and got a couple games.
He got a sniff.
He got a little sniff, and it was
he got beat up too.
Yeah, don't.
Which is fine. He's fine.
That's fine. But getting older, start the year, it's a little bit different. He looks like a guy who's playing with some confidence as opposed to coming in and feeling like maybe he's underwater, whatever the case may be. But he was, I can see it. Lomberg, Pospisil, Klapka, fourth line.
Giver.
I
don't know. I think it's an effective setup. I wonder what Pospisil's opinion on the fourth line would be. But Huska said, I saw a quote or whatever. He said, our best line.
Yeah.
Is that good though?
It's not at the point yet because you would have played so many of these games for the vets.
Just getting your.
I just don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
I just want
to get through this, get a feel.
I got new skates. I just want to get them broken in a little bit. You don't really care yet. That's second last game, maybe the last game, that sort of thing. And that's intensity. That last preseason game against the Jets will be a big one. Vladar played 2 periods.
Be a barn burner, dude.
A big barn burner. That's right. Vladar, 15 saves on 17 through 2 periods. He was
I hate
fine.
it. I absolutely hate it.
I know you do.
Can you play the whole game, please? Why are you? Anyway.
Cooley came in again.
Well, lucky for him.
Played in the third period.
Sat around for 2 hours and
Yeah.
then got to play 20 minutes.
That's right.
Dumb.
Hansa continues to play well, man.
So can I
Yeah.
just beat up this fact? So if
splitting?
Cooley comes in and soils himself,
What have you learned?
What have you learned? And
Yeah.
what's?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
It makes no sense. The guy's warm. You're risking this guy going, even if he knows. Oh, great. He went in and did a warm up during the second and third. No.
Yeah.
What for?
Unless in that third period he was so bad that you feel like it had nothing to do with it or
He's
whatever.
nothing to do with the game in a positive or negative aspect for, you know what I mean? What are you doing? I don't care what, like, if I guess my point is if the coaching staff and management is actually evaluating that player in that situation, it's not fair and it's BS. If they're not and they're just saying, well, we want to give Vladar a period off, again, stupid.
Yeah.
Great. It just doesn't have a lot of common sense to me. And it's who cares?
But I agree with you because I think there's one thing you would say to the fans or to the media, but even just from a coaching standpoint, if the guy wasn't good in the third after sitting for 2, even if he knew he was going in, you'd get it after. Well, how was he? I don't know. He wasn't that great. Yeah, but he sat on the bench. So what can you take away from it? Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing.
Can't really. I don't know.
And what's it doing for Vladar? Why can't he? You can't play 60 yet?
Yeah. Then you're not ready to go.
Then you right? Like, well,
yeah.
What?
Then you won't play Monday.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Yeah. I don't.
This is called overthink.
See, Rhett, you're an idea guy.
I'm not an idea guy. You don't need to complicate this shit. Yeah.
And it's not like you have 9 of them. It's
It's
really 3 of them.
Yeah, maybe.
And you kind of know what's happening for the most part.
Well, and if there is actually 3 of them, it's Cooley, correct? The third.
That's right.
And you're throwing him to the wolves. Oh, or like, are you actually saying, oh, we really challenged him and he stepped in and he was. It's not a game.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
I like Cooley.
I like Cooley too. He's got great interviews. Better than Vladar's.
Got good interviews. He's big. He's a big body.
He's big. Big is good.
And he wears number 1. So if from a distance, is that Bobby Lou wearing a Flames jersey playing in net? That's Bobby Lou down there. That's
Sweet
crazy.
Lou. He's back.
So yeah,
I had a tangent there.
That's good. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
You've had some good ones over the years.
I get things stuck in my craw.
See,
Dean.
It's not like the backpack. Whereas for Pinder, it eats up at him. You just have things that you believe to be true that you would implement, or we don't need to be wearing suits. You can dress nice without wearing suits.
Yeah.
What else? Morning skates. Where are you on the morning skates now? On a game day. Yeah. So what would you do?
I'd do nothing.
Just based on the schedule, would you want guys? We're going to go do some stretching. Do you want guys to?
I would tell the guys, depending on, again, it's all schedule based. If you're on the road, we don't need to go to the rink. What are we going to the rink for?
Mm-hmm.
We can wake up. Okay, here's a room to stretch, to see the trainers. Here's the trainers' tables. Let's go get worked on here. Maybe if you've got a serious injury or the guys that aren't playing, they can go down and skate. Okay, and that makes sense. The rest of you, sleep.
Because I think
get your energy levels up.
Yeah, it's one of those things
Here's an IV.
Just continued over the years because that's the way.
Well, then guys
aren't going out to get pissed drunk on Tuesday nights.
And again, there are Mike Keene's a different beast, but there were guys that loved morning skates. Go skate then.
Go skate.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. But I'm not making the rest of the team get up, disrupt sleep for any reason. Right? If you need a morning skate in December, then your guys aren't dialed in, right? Like they should already know it. And again, it's to me, the schedule would dictate a lot of it because you're trying to maximize energy levels. And they do a better job of that than they used to, but still, morning skate. What are we talking about?
Days off / morning skates has kind of been one of the things you've talked about.
Always, yeah.
Okay. The wardrobe.
Suits.
So what do you want us? What do you want them wearing? Like, doesn't matter?
Tracksuit. I think a tracksuit.
Okay.
Comfy.
It seems to be one of those things. Watching football yesterday, there's a lot of football players showing up. Some of them are dressed nice. Other guys,
again, that would be a philosophy, or not a philosophy.
Yeah.
I would also say that if you want to go for a morning skate, go. Well, coaches will be there. If you want to put a suit on, go ahead. There's the only people that see you are the rink attendants, and possibly if the camera is on when you're walking in. I don't care if you like. I'm not grapes. Oh, the boys look sharp. It's dumb.
Okay. So wardrobe as they want. Goalies.
Full games.
It's not at full games. Plus, you kind of have a philosophy on their workload.
Well, yeah.
Play them in especially in back-to-back.
If you're trying to rest your goalie, resting him on a back-to-back travel day is not resting him. Play him on the back-to-back travel day and give him the game off when they get home so he has a week off.
Yeah, you're on the plane and the bus anyway.
Yeah.
You may as well work.
And you're probably going to morning skate to stop pucks for the guys that aren't playing. Right. It's not a day off. It's not rest. So
you would play back-to-backs wherever you could find. Now you're not playing that game plus these couple. You're going to give them. You play
Friday, Saturday, or in Seattle and Vancouver, or whatever, and then you fly home and you don't. And then you play Tuesday at home and Thursday at home. Tuesday's off.
There it is.
Now you've rested.
Yeah, now you're rested. Is there anything else?
There is, but
I know
it's hard to just.
Got to be tons of stuff.
There is, but
yeah. All right. Well,
it's a start.
It's a good start. I got a little list made there. Nice little list. We'll do the Pinder Report. We've got Monday Night Football tonight. 2 games. Two. Just 2. And there's 2 baseball games today.
Big baseball games, you're saying.
Big baseball games. You would think
significant play.
162 games you would think would be enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
There's been rainouts and different things. So I mean, it's we'll do it in the Pinder Report.
All right,
we'll do it in the Pinder Report. But if you were wanting to watch baseball, 11:10 a.m. So
Mountain,
right? Smartly, I believe.
Mountain time
is when things get going. That's right. You know what? I want to do our buddies at Origin. I meant to get back to Mark. That's rude, eh? When you don't, when guys text.
There was another guy that reached out to all of us not long ago, and every one of us ignored the message.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that one because I'm excited for it.
I know you are. Yeah, I know you are.
I think we need an apology. We should just show up.
Yeah, just unannounced, show up.
What are you talking?
I thought we were that's how that would be. But as we're kind of getting into the chillier seasons, I wonder if it feels like maybe now Barn Burner, like our Blonde Summer, the Barn Burner Blonde Summer might be over.
Something a little
so we need to just kind of
hardier
now, but no, it's still going to be Barn Burner Blondes, but we got to just.
Oh, I see. We need a different spin.
Some kind of bumpkin spice, Barn Burner bumpkin spice blonde or something like that. I'll talk to Sterling and see what he's got. But we've said that we appreciate the support. You guys go out, you get the Barn Burner blonde. Got it right there. This is one of the prototype cans. It's not even got stuff in it. There it is. Barn Burner blonde.
I like this.
Our beauty. Doesn't it look good? That's an awesome. I love the can. It is awesome. And 4.2% alcohol.
So you can have 17 in a week.
So we have said, hey, you know what you do? If you're out there and you're loving it, send us a photo. We're going to put you on the show. Look at these beauties.
Hey.
Ringette season in Strathmore begins. It's barely noon and they're selling the good stuff. I love it. That's a sneaky good spot. They have the little kind of whatever it is, the canteen, whatever, but it's also licensed up there to get your
small
beer.
town.
It's the Wheatland team that plays out there in the Junior B League.
Yeah.
Origin has them set up with their own beer, so you can go there. And apparently, you can also get a little
Get
bar
some
burner
blondes.
blondes. Look how happy they are.
Feel
I
like
mean,
they've
look at
had
it.
more than one.
Ringette season. Barely noon. They're selling the good stuff. So thank you, Jeff. And to Origin and the people out in Strathmore for having the blonde. OriginBrewing.ca is the look at this. Hey, Alice. Those are happy guys right there.
Just giddy.
Yeah, just get it.
Noon.
So if you're at your daughter's ringette game at 11 in the morning and crushing some barn burner blonde, send us a pic. We'll put you on the show.
Absolutely.
There it is. There it is. They got Oktoberfest going on Friday.
Friday, right?
Yep. Oktoberfest.
I've been mulling that over in the back.
I kind of have been too, but I think I got a thing.
I know I have a thing, but I'm willing to sacrifice that thing because I don't need to see the 89 guys bragging about all the things.
Oh, right. Yeah. They don't do that, do they?
Oh,
Still?
no.
They've let it go.
It's kind of just subtle, right? It's subtle, but it's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not outright. They're not wearing T-shirts, but they like.
It's like that passive aggressive thing.
Yeah, it's like, yes, you guys, look, you're part of the alumni, but
Yeah.
really,
They'll be listening to your
89.
point and they'll kind of, that's interesting as they got their cup.
yeah, that's interesting. And then
it's an interesting point you make, Rhett. Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's been my experience is the guys from that team. They are a bunch of jerks.
Patterson.
Just a bunch of awful people. Yeah, that's been my experience with them too. So hey, if you want,
You know what? Those old bastards don't have anything to do. They should be popping in here and talking to us.
they should be popping in.
Okay.
Little.
Perry Bears and I'm real busy.
Are you?
Come on now.
Do you think they might be though? Because a lot of those guys
Perry
do
might
seem
be, but
Perry
the other
seems
ones are
busy.
duds.
Yeah. Like which ones?
The rest.
All of them? Okay. Fair enough. We'll do the Pinder report. How about?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
We'll get right into it.
Mhm.
We'll get right to it because there's a lot. It's a hefty one today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Big weekend.
Lots going on.
I'm sure Pinder sent in lots of.
Well, he sent in that screenshot of his picks from the weekend, and then that was it.
Actually, when you go out of continent, you shouldn't be allowed. It's 0-3.
It's a big time change.
Yep.
Like, is it almost right upside down?
Almost.
Kind of
yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Because you lose and gain days.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
He was talking about how it was going to be easy going there, but coming back.
Wonder if he'll get sick.
I can't really bitch because we always used to give it to him. Oh,
I was
comes back,
sick
he's
of
got to take in the last couple times. Anyway, hey, Village Honda. How good are these guys?
Anthony's great. I talked to him on the weekend.
Is that right, eh?
Right?
Anthony's a good guy. He is a good guy. They're all good people. It's what that's the thing that we said for a long time, and now I think needs to be reiterated. The people that we work with here on this program, they're good people.
Yeah, you can trust that.
We don't we're not good people by nature. Jack's the worst. But it turns out that the people that we associate with and our partners are all very good people, trustworthy. They work hard. They treat you right. And that's what you can expect at Village Honda, your dealership for life. We've talked about their coffee machine. It is still top notch. I had one the other day.
Mm.
Delicious. Yes, sir. And whether it's the CRV, the Pilot, the Civic, the Honda Accord, the Odyssey. I was in a friend of mine. Oh, I gotta tell you. I'll tell you the story. Don't let me forget.
Jot it down so you don't forget there, Dean.
I need my hero music. It's kind of a hero on the weekend. What?
Self-proclaimed.
Village Honda, your dealership for life, located in the Northwest Auto Mall. Flames winning on the weekend. 3 games remained. We showed you the schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the regular season goes starting next Wednesday. Just show this one more time. See how it spins and stuff? Fancy. See how
Philly's in town early. Wow.
That's the home opener. And I'm gonna tell you in just a couple moments about Philadelphia. Because they got a guy who already looks like he's worth the price of admission. More cuts were made. Nothing too shocking. The Wranglers getting things going. Still a lot of guys hanging around in camp.
Too many.
But is it too many? It's too many guys.
Too many for a team.
You heard us, certainly Ryan, a little bit, and we've been talking about Andrew Basha. Andrew Basha, Calgary kid, plays in Medicine Hat, came to Penticton. I like this Basha guy. This Basha kid's everywhere. Second round pick. Well, he was, I guess, on Friday when we were doing the show. He and Gridden were announced. They were both going back to their junior teams. But for Andrew Basha, back to Medicine Hat, 3-year entry-level deal in his pocket.
Contract in his hand.
Little contract in his pocket. You know what? Maybe
maybe
you get sent down to junior. You're like, oh, I'm going to pout for a little bit. Maybe I'm not going to be any good. No, first game back.
Have you heard that one before? And the Tigers are within one.
Nothing new. Just playing hard, playing the right way, digging in. 41st overall in the draft in June. Got into 2 preseason games. Looked right at home. It will be a monster year for him, I would suggest, in junior this year.
On that team?
Yeah, it's a good team.
Real good team. I was just going to ask, we might have to cover some of this junior stuff.
Figure?
Maybe we throw it out to the listeners and see what they're
okay.
appetite.
So what? Again, you're an idea guy. So what are you going to do? How do you think this should be?
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay, good.
I've already done what I'm going to do.
Right.
I've contributed my piece.
We should do more. We should do.
I feel like, I'll just say this. I would much rather have WHL junior updates in the Pinder Report than Pinder's BS.
I don't dispute that.
There you go.
Yeah. So just Flames prospect related, or just young studs?
Flames prospects and the young and interesting pieces out there. Yeah. There are good hockey players that will be available.
Well, we just talked about
Pond. I don't need
the McKenna
to see somebody ripping a snake out of a shitter anymore. Like, thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree. I saw, I could have easily grabbed one. There was somebody who was coming out of a sink or something. I'm not doing it.
No, you're not. You're above that, dude.
I can't complain about it and then feed to it. So there you go. Congrats to Basha on the goal. Not sure if they came back and won against the Rebels.
I wonder if he was buying on. Was that Saturday night or Sunday? Doesn't matter. Were you buying? Did he take some of that hard-earned cash? You'd get a signing bonus.
But is it like right into your checking?
Pretty quick.
Because it's a 3-year. But you know how they say that if the 3-year deal doesn't kick in, the signing bonus would be in. Yeah, we'd have to find out there'd be some.
No.
Do you get all of it?
Well, it depends, but you're going to get some. It's called a signing bonus.
Yeah. What was yours?
How much?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
$350.
100? $350?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Baby duck.
Can you tell us that story? Because it is, I've made the big time. I've signed my NHL deal. I've got, here's my signing bonus.
I sat around.
Bonus. This is great.
They were changing the rules the next year. So I'd gotten drafted this season in 94. And the day before the 95 draft, you had to have your deal done or the rules changed. I don't know. Maybe it was for good or for bad. And my agent said, I think we're going to get something done. Are you good with this? I'm like, am I good with it? What are you talking about? It's $350,000. Yeah, I'm okay with it. And so I sat around all day, and then I had to go to his house, and there's the old fax machine, and he wasn't there. He was at the draft. And so Mama Bear was trying to figure out this fax machine.
Yeah.
It wasn't going well. And we're late in the day. We got a half hour before things are close to shop. Blah, blah, blah. Get it sent in, and straight to the Fox and Hound case of baby duck over to Jeff Cook's house. Woo-hoo-hoo!
A case.
Yeah.
Jack, do you know what baby duck is? You have any idea?
No.
What?
A baby duck?
You are a spoiled brat.
Does it qualify as wine? Because I don't even know if you would call it wine necessarily.
No,
it's a sparkling beverage
of sorts
with some alcohol content to it.
It is a hangover in a bottle.
but it's something that you could pop a top of.
Yeah.
And there'd be, you could probably spray it around, that sort of thing. But I don't know why, because we're about the same age.
Launched in the 70s.
Yeah.
Baby Duck once dominated Ontario's burgeoning wine market. It still holds its own with forward sweet fruit and lively bubbles.
Yeah.
Jack.
Lively
Enjoy
bubbles.
aromas and flavors of candied strawberries and red fruit preserve.
Because I remember there was Baby Duck or Strawberry Angel.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some bad stuff.
Or is it just like a cooler? Is that what, like
There
a
was a
spritzer
lot
now?
of
Is that
rockaberry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of what it'd be.
Anyway,
So again,
that's how you celebrate, Basha. I hope you took
Yeah.
the voice out.
maybe get a pike bond because it says about 97,000 is a signing bonus, but that's for year one. So do you
Yeah,
only get
then it
that
adds.
once it triggers, or you get it right now?
I would guess he gets that one right now
Yeah.
because it's already triggered. You signed.
You signed. So awesome. Yeah, you should be
Oh.
Mr. Mike's. What would it be? Where would you be going in Med?
There's a keg.
Yeah.
A keg. There'd be Mr. Mike's. Yeah. No Chipotle, apparently.
No. We've barely got Chipotle.
Yeah.
I don't want to disparage Chipotle. We had it the other day.
What'd you have?
A bowl
See, I had a bowl yesterday. I loved it.
with steak and
The barbacoa.
I didn't do barbacoa. I just did the
Barbacoa.
steak.
And get the veggie fajitas in there too.
With the bowl or on the side?
Mhm. Bowl.
In the bowl? The fajitas.
That's right, sir.
Instead of, I don't know that I follow.
Listen, Dean.
Yeah.
I'm giving you advice.
Okay.
Have I
Sorry.
failed you in my
Not yet.
food conduct? Like, come on.
So many other things, yes, but in food, you're pretty much batting 1,000.
Yeah.
So I mentioned the Philadelphia Flyers are coming for the home opener.
Coming to town.
This guy's got a story. Matvei Mishkov.
Oh.
Not all of it's nice. He's a Russian kid. Not all of it's good, but he is a hell of a hockey player. He was drafted in the first round by the Flyers. There was thought he's got a deal in KHL. You're not
Teams
gonna,
didn't want to take him. They were worried if they would even get him.
They were worried, very worried. Although skill level, not at the
High end.
Bedard level, but just right there. Scored an empty net goal in his first preseason game
Lame.
last week. Exactly. Lame. Well, he was back at it on Saturday. And, you know, when you're the big hot dog, here's Billy Sweezy.
Oh, you got to be careful.
Oh, Billy Sweezy's like, hey, you're a hot shot kid. Yeah, look at me. I'm Billy Sweezy of the famed Sweezies. Couturier comes over. All right, look. Are you that hungry?
I was actually just going to say, how long before someone
Yeah.
comes in and protects the superstar?
So good on Couturier.
And
Now let's
Sweezy
go-
doesn't look like he's good
No.
at tossing. I'm sorry.
So anyway, let's go to OT. Look at this. Stretch pass, Mishkov, zing. And they are loving them
Oh.
in Philly.
Is here. Flyers win the hockey game. And then in overtime, game on his stick.
They and I mean mob scene afterwards, they're all over him. Tortorella's even talking nice about the kid. He's like, we're starving to have somebody with this kind of ability and skill level. He did tell the media, you're not getting them every day. Just so you know, you're not getting them every day.
No.
This is not going to be a big circus for all you guys to be all over this kid. It's not how it's going to be. But even Torts was talking about how the guys in the room love him and he brings an energy off the ice as well. You love it.
Enjoy it. Have some fun. Looks like a kid that might have fun
Looks
playing
like
the
a kid.
game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like seeing that.
Like scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be out here. I want to score. I'm going to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't take it serious enough. You better get another suit.
That's right.
Tighten up your tie.
I'll show you another goal here and then we'll get into maybe not. I'm just kind of like, that's not a nice story. That one's not a good one. Anyway, you are a big goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use this is the Utah taking on the Colorado Avalanche.
Can I pause you there?
Mhm.
Sorry. I got it this morning. And again, the DUG had the TV on.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the screen, some sports highlights.
Yeah.
Hockey club. God, that looks stupid.
Yeah. I really hope they don't keep it. I hear some people, I kind of like it.
No.
No, it's just because you haven't heard anything else.
Hockey club.
The Avalanche taking on the hockey club. Anyway,
Maybe go ahead. Sorry.
no. So again, you're a goal scorer. I'm going to use your expertise and your opinion here. On purpose or mistake, Callum Ritchie is going to go in here. This is a hell of a pass for starters. But watch Ritchie. He's going to, in essence, fan on it and then go backhand. We'll kind of slow it down from another angle. Zip backhand. It almost looks like he was
Does.
right. Like he
At
pushes
first
it.
blush, I'm like, oh, he whiffed. But on seeing that replay, I
Yeah.
feel like he meant to.
I do too.
And I love it.
He gave it a little push, fakes the wrister. That's Karel Vejmelka,
Come on.
formerly of the,
Karel.
Well, he was a Coyote. Now he's a
He's,
whatever.
Now he's a hockey club.
Yeah. Now he's a hockey club. Right here. Little poke.
Totally. man.
Backhand.
Totally.
He's done it before. So again,
From what?
Torts may want, or somebody might, you got to beat the shit out of that kid now because he's showing you up. He's making you look bad. I'm happy with the skill. I'm all right with it.
Hey, from one goal scorer to another. Great. That's
Yeah.
a nice play right there.
Jack, what do you think? Are you all right with it?
Yeah, I love it. That was intentional, I think.
It was, right? Like for
I
sure.
totally meant to do that.
Now bad news for the Montreal Canadiens. Did you see this one?
Oh, DUG's a huge.
Oh yeah, he's a Hab guy, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Laine recently traded to Montreal, and they are very excited. When in his first preseason game, every time he touched the puck, crowd was just roaring for him. Here he gets his leg taken out. It was Cedric Paré. So again, it's not clean, but you watch his leg here, boink,
I'll say this for 56. I forget what you called his name.
Paré.
He doesn't throw anything out. Like he's not whipping his leg out. His leg is there. Like he's standing
Yeah,
still,
he's
he's kind of bracing.
Yeah, he's almost stationary. And then old whatever Arbor Czech guy or whatever came in and just bludgeoned the kid. Yeah, it's so anyway, Laine though, obviously not playing, he's hurt. Came out and was, I guess, sitting on the bench during practice. He still wanted to be part of it, wanted to have some bring some positive energy to the team.
Good for him.
Yeah, wanted to do it.
T's and P's.
T's and P's. To the NFL. Lots going on yesterday. You said you didn't get to watch a lot of it because you were.
I had one game I needed to be dialed in for, and it was very quickly evident I didn't need to be dialed in for that either.
Not really worth the wait. Jaden Daniels, the Commanders do it again. They win 42-14 through 4 games. The Commanders, 23 scoring drives, 19 incomplete passes, and 4 punts. They've punted 4 times. The Commanders.
Brian Moorman would not like that.
No.
He needs more punts. Poor kicker.
That's right. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Now, the Colts have ended Pittsburgh's perfect season.
Get through this quick.
27-24. But Anthony Richardson, who's the young stud, the phenom there, he got hurt again. He kind of was grabbing his hip. He got hit and then came out of the game and then very quickly went back in and got crunched again.
Piriformis.
Yeah.
No good.
So Joe Flacco.
Say what?
We were doing radio for, remember, 10 years ago, and Lack and
MVP.
Four would come on and be, Flacco, I can't watch this guy play anymore. This guy's terrible. But Joe Flacco comes in and gets the win. Let's hear this Joe Flacco post game.
I do have to tell you, Anthony Richardson told us that you were cooler than he thought he was.
Listen, he told me his mom is 8 days older than I am. So there's no chance in the world that he thinks I'm cool. So.
All right, what about your kids, though? What do you think they think of this one?
This is the first game they've come to this year, and Dad's on the field.
Yeah, I don't think they thought Dad was going to be, well, we'll go to the game. Dad's playing. How about that?
Go, Joe.
Now, Flacco, because he came in last year for Cleveland and played well down the stretch for them. Joe Flacco has the longest active streak of throwing multiple touchdown passes in a game. In his last 6 games, he's thrown for 2 or more touchdowns.
No kidding.
I don't know what's going. Oh, Jack's not.
Sorry.
I was going to say, Jack, how isn't that great? Like that's
This
wrong.
Now, don't turn to Jack for
No.
support.
That's a cool story, but man, how?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's Joe.
He's Joe, but Joe was good on the Ravens. He had his moments, but he wasn't
He
like.
won the frickin' MVP. He was very good.
He was very
Did
good.
he win an MVP?
Yes.
Yeah, he was good, but God.
It was a decade or more ago.
Oh, it was it was a long time ago. And if you don't remember it, that's probably why, because you were pooping yellow still at that time. But and the quarterback position, in some ways, you watch what Daniels is doing and having Kyler Murray back, and these guys are electrifying. And then you've got these pocket guys that can
Dusters.
barely move, and you're good too. And somewhere in the middle, it seems like, is everybody else. Do we need the jackometer again? Because I forget. Was it?
It's a 4, but more like
It's
a 5
not
or
very
6.
high.
So sober second thought,
Yeah.
about a 6.
After I saw the Bills
you
get
can't
dominated,
change.
why?
Oh, it's a 4. Because that's what it's about the
I can't-
emotion.
Okay,
Boom.
4. Boom. 4.
4 it is. It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Maybe
fine.
we're due for that.
Yeah.
You get to re-up it again on Sunday. So
Oh dear. The elsewhere, the Jaguars have lost 9 straight.
have they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They
But
had,
at least the people are attending the Jags games when they play, right? Like
I don't know.
big crowds.
Well, I am not sure.
They sure go
No.
to Europe a lot.
Yeah, they sure do. They've had a lead a number of times this.
Oh, they came out of the gates this year.
yeah.
They're snot bubbling the Dolphins.
Yeah, couldn't hang on. And now Trevor Lawrence looks like they need Joe Flacco.
Well,
Could you trade Trevor Lawrence for Joe Flacco right
I'm
now?
not
I'm not
sure
sure.
you could.
Not sure. Kansas City goes into SoFi Stadium, beats the Chargers 17-10. Chiefs are 4-0. They've won 10 straight, but more injuries. Isaiah Pacheco went out last week, 2 weeks ago. He's out for an extended period of time. And now Rashee Rice kind of got hit by
Mahomes. I would say not
Mahomes.
kind of. Just
Yeah, like Mahomes fell right into his knee, and it sounds like torn ACL. I haven't looked this morning. That's what they
Ouch.
were fearing last night, is that it's an ACL thing. So how many injuries can they sustain?
I don't know how many injuries, but 4-0 sounds really good, except I feel like they could have been beat in almost every game,
I
right?
think
It's kind of
so.
like they look really beatable, but they're still winning. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. That's the mark of a good
Yes.
team, right? Is when you're not playing your best or very well, but you're still
Injured,
winning.
not playing great, 10 in a row.
We
What?
got a lot to clean up here. We're playing like shit. This is
Come
unacceptable.
on, you guys, let's go.
We're 4-0. Sam Darnold, MVP, continues to impress with Minnesota. Vikings roared to a 28-0 lead in Green Bay. Watch this pass/catch. This is Darnold, as you can see. It's the second quarter
Blocked by Jones to the end zone.
to Jefferson, who is not opened.
He's covered.
This is not a man who's
That's great coverage there.
yeah.
Oh,
They did not lose him. They knew exactly where he was. But you turned your head for a half a second and it landed right in the. I mean, it's
Unreal. I saw a bet yesterday, $250 in the preseason for Darnold MVP pays out $75,000.
wow. But how are you ever?
still a long shot.
He's got to be the favorite now.
It's a terrific throw. You know, I was reading quickly on just kind of scanning this morning, and somebody had said that. Well, Allen has now taken a loss, and
It's 4 games.
who else? But I mean, you know, through 4 games, through a month now, we do have games tonight. Maybe somebody wants to step up with a big performance.
And don't disparage Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you guys?
I don't know. Darnold, 20 of 28, 275 yards and 3 touchdowns.
The darling of the league.
Decent. Cincinnati maybe saves their season. They beat Carolina 32-24. How about those Bears? 24-18.
Like that young kid.
Bears are 2-0 at home and have won 7 straight at Soldier Field.
Shut the front door. 7 straight for the Bears at home.
That's correct.
Wow, let's go.
Yeah, that's correct.
Love to take you.
That's correct. And Bills 35-10.
Just touch on this one. Let's get past it.
Derrick Henry, the old man who can't do it anymore.
Chugga.
209 total yards, 2 touchdowns, including an 87-yard run, longest in franchise history. Lamar has lost some weight. He's looked good. This run, you hear about, he's a downhill runner. No one wants any
Get out of the way.
piece of this guy. 250 some odd pounds. He's a monster and picking up speed as he goes. Just bananas. I didn't put that one in either, did I? That's all right. But I did put this in, I think. Have you heard of this kid playing at Alabama?
No.
Ryan Williams
Uh-huh.
is it feels like, get to know this guy's friggin' name. Alabama, as we know, powerhouse. Even if you don't know, NCAA football, it's massive, this whole thing. It's a pipeline of players from Alabama to the NFL. This kid, Saturday against Georgia. Now, Georgia's the number 2 ranked team. They went out, Alabama had a huge lead, and then Georgia came back. But this kid is, he should still be in high school. He accelerated a year to get out of high school. He's 17 and playing in Alabama and is doing things. It's just,
You're not supposed to?
well, it's pretty amazing to watch this guy go. Go ahead, Jack.
You know, and this is Ryan Williams once again. The moment is not too big. Good
Oh,
job of coming back
how's
to
that?
the football here.
He looks like a springbok.
And now the freshman goes down the middle. Williams bobbled and
Whoa.
caught.
17.
And the incredible.
And this isn't against Hookah State.
But another electric play
And
from
then
number 2.
Georgia
Georgia
Bulldogs.
Yeah, so Georgia comes back and takes the lead in the 4th. And the crowd in Alabama is stunned. Next series.
Start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is
Oh.
made. It's Ryan Williams.
Oh.
Spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding?
Okay, I'm sorry. You've already peaked in life. It's over.
It's unbelievable. If anybody is doing that, he's the talk of the country. 17.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, if you love talent and high level skill, whatever the sport is, it's
Pick him up.
yeah. And they had crowd shots because they had I think it was 21-0. They had the lead, and then Georgia came back. They were was it Tuscaloosa? Yeah, they were a little shocked and stunned. And then that, not bad. 17. Won't be 18 till February through 4 games, 16 catches, 462 yards, and 5 touchdowns in 4 games at the highest level of college football. Cavalry FC.
Anthony didn't get to go.
No.
Because he had to deal with a trailer winterizing some.
Oh, yeah.
BS. But the other people in the family got to go.
Really?
That's
Is he winterizing it? What do you got to do there? Don't you just drop the the brown water? Is that what it is?
Send someone over to the house and deal with
Yeah,
it.
get somebody to do it. Anyway, Cavalry taking on Vancouver, 0-0 draw. But here's the thing. There was some confusion there because there's this CPL playoffs. And are they in? Are they out? They get the point in the draw, off to the CPL playoffs. Find out what's going on as far as opponents and playoff dates, and that's to be determined. But there it is. The playoff berth clinched for the Canadian Premier League upcoming postseason. Awesome.
Well done.
Congrats. You like to have when your coach has got a little bit of zip, a little bit of
Pizzazz,
confidence.
Yeah.
Tommy Wheeldon Jr., Gaffer, he's got a little bit of confidence. So see if you like this is the post-game comments.
Listen, nothing changes if nothing changes. Vancouver have yet to beat us in 9 games. So Afshin's an experienced coach. He's seen what's not worked, so he's come for a game plan and he's come to defend. And there's 2 sides of the ball, right? You've got to defend and you've got to attack, and you've got to bring all of it together. And they defended very, very well. So I tip my hat for them. A point is a lot for them, and it's okay for us. Gets us in playoffs.
It's good for them. That's a point.
Happy for them.
Yeah, it's good for them. For us, it's whatever. Guess we're in the playoffs, but it's no big deal. Yeah.
Did he sniff there?
I'm not sure. Not sure if he threw the sniff in there or not. But congratulations, Cavalry off to the playoffs. Final home game of the regular season, not this weekend, but next Saturday, October 12,
Thanksgiving weekend
versus Halifax. That's 2 weekends away. Is it this weekend's the
no,
6th?
that's 2.
Is it 2?
This weekend? 12.
Holy smokers! But
Yeah,
you're right. Isn't that
I know I'm
weekend?
I know I'm right.
All right.
It was. There's few things that I can say confidently, but I know that's Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
Unless someone texts in and tells me I'm wrong.
Right.
Pike.
I can't believe it's already that.
I know.
Thanksgiving in 2 weeks?
We don't have anything planned. I mean, we as a family and group of coworkers love getting together for big events. Thanksgiving being one of the biggest.
Yeah.
And we still have yet to set out what we're.
Yeah, and I don't think we've ever done it, actually.
Oh, I thought I missed because I was in Buffalo for 2. I thought I missed.
These big emotional and meaningful Thanksgiving get-togethers that you're talking about, we've never done one.
We're more of a Festivus type of.
We are, yeah. So baseball. Now you didn't know you wanted to. I was going to tell you what was going on with baseball. You're like, I don't.
I'll react.
So wild card matchups are set in the American League. 3rd seed Houston Astros. They've got the Detroit Tigers. So Astros Tigers. The winner moves on to play Cleveland. And then in the other wild card, Baltimore will play Kansas City. The winner there moves on to take on the Yankees. Now, there's still some work to be done on the National League side. There's some rainouts and games got pushed back, and there's the math. They have not figured it out yet. So here is what it kind of looks like. The Mets, the Braves, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, they've all got a shot at it. That's tough for me. Maybe Pinder could probably do it, right?
Yeah.
He's good with graphs and numbers and stuff. Our buddy Jay Kuda, who was on Twitter, he took another step. He's like, I can help you figure it out. I've got some math here that you can clean all that up. This is what it looks like. So there's a series where the Mets are playing the Mets are playing the Braves, and then if the teams split, then this is what happens. And then all for no good reason, just the worst team of all time is the White Sox at the bottom. Here's what you need to know. It's a doubleheader today, and it's not good because they're going to play tomorrow.
It's a doubleheader with who?
It's the Mets and the Braves.
Okay. So 2 teams in the mix.
3 teams in the mix.
But the 2 teams are playing each other.
2 teams are playing. If the Braves and Mets split their doubleheader today, both teams are in. If either one wins both,
Arizona.
The losing team is out. Arizona sneaks in.
Who are the skippers? Do we know?
Is it Bobby Cox?
It's not Bobby Cox. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, Bobby. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Chipper Jones still go?
Yeah, Chipper. So that's
if I'm the skipper of these teams that's playing, hey, don't pitch your worst.
That's what there has to be
go down
some
the hallway and
collusion here, isn't there, B?
Dean.
Yeah. Wink. Do it to the camera now. Show them because. So and with that wink, you're suggesting what exactly?
A split.
Right.
And don't waste your good pitchers. Let's line this up for tomorrow. Head to head.
Yeah.
When it matters.
Because the first game between the Mets and Braves.
Who do we want?
That's 11.
I want the Mets in. New Yorkers are crazy. The Braves actually can go away. Actually, no, I like the Braves better than Arizona.
I do too. I don't know why necessarily.
Well, because they've got the big chant and they've got a history and the diamond. What?
Yeah.
Chase Field.
So as we do this now, obviously, that's the thing about doing a podcast. If you listen to it as well, guys, it's game's over. Right now, scoreless in the first between the Mets and the Braves, and then Game two is coming up after Game 1. That's how that goes.
So head to head.
Yeah.
Or back to back.
Back to back.
Which one?
Well, they are head to head in both, and they're back to back.
So both.
Yeah. So, but here's the kicker, dude. They play tomorrow. One team will play the Brewers, the other will play the Padres.
Seems busy.
And they're going to be on the road because they're a wild card.
So they have to go
to Milwaukee or
Where
San
are they
Diego.
right now?
They are in Atlanta.
Okay, well, that's better to get to San Diego from Atlanta than New York.
It's a
'Cause
haul, though.
Basically, from New York to San Diego
Yeah.
is like.
I'm not sure. Those two might not be the
Oh,
scenario.
I
It
see.
could be.
Okay, yeah. The other.
So anyway, so that's what's on today. Then tomorrow, Detroit. Depending on what you full day of baseball. Day one, 12:30 Mountain Time. Tigers Astros.
Son of a.
2:08 Royals Orioles. 3:30 Brewers and TBD, and then 6:30 Padres and.
Is that like hockey club? TBD.
Yeah, that's who we're rooting for. So 4 big games on the sked tomorrow. I mean, is this good? You like having play in last day? Everything means
I
something.
like it when it matters because in April when they play, May when they play,
Yeah,
June when they play, July when they play, and August when they play, doesn't matter.
I'm fine going to games. I love going to games, but if you're a fan, it's hard to.
I've been told those games.
Did they win yesterday?
I wonder the scenario if they had won a game in April, if today would matter.
If it would have
Like
mattered.
if the April game mattered, if they won, and then today, I don't know.
not sure how
I don't know how that works.
How it's weighted. Not sure how that goes. The thing about baseball, and here we are, we just basically said, baseball, kind of take it or leave it for about 90% of the regular season.
No, I can't. I'm not going to get. You're not going to have a jackometer for the Pirates or a jackometer.
Do you have a jackometer for the?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't, but it would just be 0.
But that doesn't mean that we don't love the game. I love going to a ball game and watching a ball game.
Me too. I love it. But I can understand how people, you're not a real fan. Okay, that's fine.
How many games do you watch on TV a year?
Yeah.
I don't even watch a full game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
if
will
have
watch
added.
when I'm on the couch and it's on. I'll have it on.
It's a good background.
It's 100% a great background thing. And when I decide to get up and leave, I'm not scheduling around it.
But it's so great
Going to a ball game, though.
in the playoffs.
There's a lot of
Phone
sporting
lines.
stuff we've not done as big sports gurus. Big college football game.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
I've gone to playoff baseball. Have you?
No.
Okay, so there. Tailgating. I've done. Have you?
Once, I guess you would call
Not
it
enough.
a real tailgate.
NFL
once.
playoff game?
No.
Okay. Stanley Cup playoff game?
I've been to one.
Okay.
I think.
Check. What else?
Don't happen a lot around here.
No. Point being, like we showed that Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
Have you been to a
Have I
massive
been to
college
Tuscaloosa?
Have you
No.
been to a massive college football game? No. Feel like these are things we need to do.
My kid asked me, so how is I don't get college football? And I said, you know what? I kind of don't get college football either.
Up here you don't, but
Why are so many people going? I said, well, some of them go to school there. So it's kids that are at that school, and then it's just that pride that you get. But then there's also people that have gone to that school. And maybe if you haven't gone to that school, but it's your hometown, he says,
Home
but
state.
it feels like it's bigger sometimes than the NFL. You go to, because they're giving tickets away to the Carolina Panthers, but their college football, wherever is, yeah. If you go to, depending on the game, there will be 100,000 people.
Also, you don't see many. I don't even know how it works, but you've got people that attend that school that donate millions of dollars back to that school because they like the school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If you were to do the bucket list of things, and if you start going that way, a night game for LSU, would want to go and see
Michigan,
Ohio State, whichever, Big House, Horseshoe, go pick. I've always wanted to do the Texas thing.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to do a Texas, even
high
high school
Friday, college Saturday, Cowboys Sunday would be great. Didn't your brother do something like that?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm up for it, but it feels kinda,
ideas.
Yeah, kind of busy. So anyway, with baseball,
Are you?
Baseball, there's just
Baseball's on, and apparently it matters. So
it's like old Billy Bean and Moneyball said, how can you not be romantic about baseball. There's just certain things about baseball. Charlie Blackmon, it's whatever to me. I've known him as a base. 14 years with Colorado, a second-round pick of the Rockies in 08. Said, you know what? This is my last year. I'm going to be done at the end of the season. Yesterday, his last game. There's something special about how you wrap things up. The boys, go ahead, Jack. It's like, all right, Chuck, lead us out there, boy. So it's like the rookie lap with hockey, but he's going out for his last day. Crowd's loving it. Last day in the sunshine. Now, again,
I'd be wearing shades too.
14 years, one team.
That's awesome.
Now, check out the haircut. Not to take away from the emotion of the moment, but he's
really
working that mullet. Now, it's the third inning, and he gets himself a base hit. And you know what you like to do? You like to have that moment. Yeah, it's the third inning, and it's his last game, but you take him out so he can get the roar of the crowd.
Take it in.
I'm not sure if there's
off.
When there's not many sports where you get that kind of a send-off.
Nope.
Yeah, Charlie Blackmon, whatever. That's pretty cool. How aren't you romantic about baseball? There are other ways to leave sports that are far less dignified.
Do we have one? Or
I'm not going to, we don't need to show any. We don't need to even bring any up. But that is the Monday edition of the Pinder Report. For Village Honda, huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. The thing about it is they're part of the ownership group, the Wood Automotive Group. They have a number of different dealerships. And if you don't see what it is that you're after at Village Honda, they're going to sit down with you. Let's work on it. Let's take a look. Let's go inside here. Let's find what it is that you want. So then you're not going from dealers, you're driving all over. No, here's what it's going to be. I know that the people I want to work with are at Village Honda, and they're going to take care of everything for me. VillageHonda.com, located in the Northwest Auto Mall. That's that. That's the scoop. I'll wait till tomorrow. Maybe I'll have my hero music tomorrow.
I've never known that you've actually been a hero and you play this shit. And as long as you're confident in yourself, that's good for you.
Heroes come in different shapes and sizes, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Heroic. That's me.
Yeah, you were real heroic when that car lit on fire and you drove by giving the guy the bird.
Maybe if the guy didn't give me the stink eye on the way, maybe I pulled, maybe.
That was very much heroic.
Yeah, maybe. Let's get into, there's a couple football games tonight. Bet365. Our buddies at Bet365, official gaming partner of Barn Burner. There you see it. Promo code FN bonus. So what you do is you get the app. The app is the best. Get it on your phone, however you do it. Get your app, Bet365. When you carve open your account, you're going to get things going. Open that account. Huge range of markets. Use FN bonus when you sign up for a little bit of love there from the Bet365 people. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. I won't lie to you. Could have used the Bills.
Yeah.
Could have used the Bills. Even
thought about taking it out, actually.
I got a little flimsy. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll even tease this guy. Bills +9. Can you keep it within 9?
It's the Bills. Super Bowl favorites.
Jesus. All right. I guess you can't. Never mind. So here's what we got. 2 games tonight for Monday Night Football. It's the Titans at the Dolphins and the Seahawks at Detroit. Early game is the Miami game. So Titans, not very good. Dolphins, not very good. The Dolphins, since losing Tua Tagovailoa, they've played 5 quarters of football, have scored 3 points.
Good.
No.
It's good for me because I don't like the Dolphins.
Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. So they are going to go with Tyler Huntley because it was Skylar Thompson was the
and then Tim Boyle came in relief of him.
Dan's brother.
Gross. It's not Dan's.
It is.
So here's what I like for tonight. It's kind of cherry. I got get some points. 37 is not a big number.
2 touchdowns.
It's not a big number. Come on, fellas. Let's get some points.
Can you just go back 30 seconds?
How they got 3 points in their last 5 quarters. But here's what it is. Here's what I'm
all reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology.
Good
That's going to be low scoring. Is it though? Is it? Devon Achan, he is awesome. I don't think that Mostert is still going.
He's out.
He's out again.
This morning, yeah.
And they just run this guy ragged. 62.5 rushing yards. I'm taking the over. And then your quarterbacks, it's not paying big. But and this is not necessarily a parlay. Now you can if you want. But Will Levis, Tyler Huntley, over 0.5 interceptions. I think both are probably good for a pick tonight.
That's not bad. I like that.
They're probably both good for a pick. If you do throw that bad boy together in a parlay, you're doing all right. Or you can go. That's the nice thing about the Bet365. You don't need to parlay.
You don't have to.
Just pick.
Do what you want.
Pick and choose one or the other, or any, or use those or don't use those. Whatever you feel. Do we want to do mine for the other game? Did I put one in for the other game? Yeah, I picked a few in the. So the Seahawks. I didn't even realize they're 3-0.
They're very good. Gino.
Detroit, 2-1. Now the thing is, Rhett, the Seahawks, they have week 1, 24-3, 23-20 in week 2, 26-20. They're putting up points. They're winning.
Lots of points.
They've beaten Miami, New England, and Denver. Not world beaters. They've beaten some pretty soft opponents. Detroit is much tougher. Now they win in overtime against the Rams. They lost to Tampa Bay and then came back with a win over Arizona. This is another one of those ones. In Detroit, the public is to the tune of 60% on the Lions. I'm going to go the other way.
You're such a rebel.
Give me the Seahawks +4. Gino, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And the thing of it is, again, the Seahawks, very good so far in terms of yardage allowed to wide receivers. Well, they've played some junk teams. Denver, now again, Miami's a little bit different, but that was the Skylar Thompson 3-point outing. So give me some Jameson Williams over 43.5 receiving yards. So you can parlay it or go one or the other, or tell me to go do something in my hat.
Duty.
Yeah. Which again looks big. I know my head's not shrinking. I just own a lot of big hats.
That's a big hat.
Big hat.
Big hat.
Turd Ferguson. Did you put some?
I went big game hunting.
Let's go.
I went big game hunting.
So you've got a parlay there. Oh, you've even put some. You've even put some dough in there for us.
Yes.
Sam Laporta, is Sam Laporta playing?
I don't know. I would assume so if they have their prop.
Well, I know he got hurt.
I didn't consider that part. I was just on the
right. So anyway, he's a dynamite tight end when healthy.
I think they're going to score a bunch of points. I think you're right. Seattle's played crap teams. I don't think the Lions are crap. I think they're good. Plus, my horses did really well, but not my Bills yet.
That's right.
On the weekend. So big game hunting. Gibbs to score a touchdown. Laporta to score a TD. And the Lions, you're complete. I understand your reverse psychology here.
Yeah.
You're wrong. The Lions are a good team. Seattle isn't. I'll take the Lions -4 points.
I hope it's a good game. I kind of get the inkling the first one might not be Miami, Tennessee.
That's why I didn't touch it, because I was actually like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This looks boring and lame.
Yeah.
Miami, Tennessee. Ugh. Lions, I'm behind. I can get behind Detroit. They're going to put it to the Seahawks too.
I like Dan Campbell, man.
Yeah, man.
I dig that. I like.
See, and I did both. I parlayed.
You did, yeah. And you took some single bets there. That's the nice thing about Bet365. You do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. It's all there for you. Game's already started. You haven't missed out. Just get in there. Those lines move. There's still an ability for you to get in there and have some fun as the game goes on. Yeah. Oh, so the Miami, Tennessee game, not super exciting. How about get some Bet365 in your life? FN bonus is the promo code when you sign up for your new account. And Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Plus, in addition to all that, there is a hockey game tonight for the Calgary Flames as they take on the Seattles.
Hockey club?
Yeah, the Seattle Hockey Club.
Seattle Hockey Club.
In town to take on the Flames.
That was
We'll have
awesome
some
fantasy.
We'll have some highlights. Hopefully in the right place for the show tomorrow.
You gonna go?
No.
Nice out. Now's the time of year to go.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make this one. Won't make this one. And then they're on the road Wednesday, and then Friday, it's a bad time.
You'll be at Origin.
Yeah, that's
Drunk.
right. That's right. From 11 to 11 only.
Come
Not sure why they didn't
Dean and get an autograph.
make
Big
the
hat.
make it a little easier for people to get to, you know. Oh, and this, you know, did you get the Swayman stuff? Okay, I was going to put it in the Pinder Report, but I forgot
That's
about
right.
that.
This is really good.
This is so Jeremy Swayman, Bruins goaltender.
Doesn't want to play.
He
Not getting paid.
That's the thing. He's not holding out. He doesn't have a deal. The Bruins aren't. They just got to come up to. They got to get a contract. He can't go sign anywhere. I guess he could sign an offer sheet, but still, he's going to be a Bruin, you would think. But they're having a hard time finding a number that works. And I'm not even sure what this was, but we saw it just before we were going to go. This is Cam Neely, who is one of the head brass with the Boston Bruins. It's almost
Top brass.
there he is with the he's the biggest man at the desk, and he has asked questions about Swayman and the lack of a contract at this point.
You say you were surprised, Cam. Can you share any of the specifics here, be it what his ask is in terms of dollars or term?
Well, I don't want to get into the weeds with what his ask is, but I know that I have 64 million reasons why I'd be playing right now.
So doesn't want to really get into.
He likes it. He likes what he did there.
I don't want to tell you what he wants, but 64 million reasons. So it seems like these deals, they become 8-year deals.
Yeah.
My math is great, but that's somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 million a season. Doesn't feel like the Bruins are necessarily nickeling and diming.
No, it's not 6. You're mad as a unrestricted free agent that feels like you've earned the money. If they're at 8, that's okay. I'm kind of on their side now, where it's like, what are you looking for?
And the thing,
10?
Well, and the thing about it is, and we see it happen a lot, guys that hold out and aren't in camp and don't take part in things
get hurt.
Doesn't often go very well. Be injuries, or you don't play very well. It takes you time to get up to speed. You look at Jamar Chase. Finally, he was a month into the season. So I don't know. I think he's a very good goalie. I think he's a number one. He's going to be paid like a number one.
Honestly, if they're at 8 for 8, okay, you've got the 8 years already. What's he looking for? I'm thinking he's got to be asking for 10, because if you're asking for 9, you feel like you could find a way to make that gap close.
That was an interesting move there, because what it certainly did for the three of us in the room, it's like, oh well, that's a lot of money.
That's pretty good. So
I think that what that would do is all of a sudden now Swayman, bad guy, and there'll be a lot of Bruins fans that are like, what are you doing? Let's get him signed. Why don't you sign him already? We're in camp, get this guy signed. 8 times 8, and he's okay. Well, you're doing your job
as an unrestricted. Now, I think a lot of the high end
as a restricted.
Sorry, as a restricted. Yes, I don't think that those. Clearly they matter because you can't go anywhere, but I don't think they matter that much anymore. You used to be a restricted free agent and they'd put the boots to you. Now once those guys get to a certain level, whether it's RFA, they're going to get, maybe they'd get a little bit more in UFA, but they know damn well what they're worth.
Yeah.
And they're not going to come play for peanuts.
Yeah. That's not a team. And maybe that's just within the last few days, they've gone to 8 times 8, but that's not a team trying to grind or nickel and dime. And that's coming out of entry level.
Yes. And a guy, Pinder made the argument. I said, well, I don't give a shit because he's played well enough. He was playing in a tandem.
Yes.
Like it's not.
He's had very good numbers, but the numbers haven't been from a full workload of what you would expect from.
And I'm not, I actually think he will be good, but 8 million is one of the.
Yeah. So I was looking this morning.
Making more.
That would put him in about the 5th to 6th highest paid goaltender range. Like Carey Price, 10.5. It's what it is. Bobrovsky, 10 million.
Unrestricted.
Signed as a UFA. Vasilevsky re-upped with Tampa Bay, 9.5. Connor Hellebuck, 8.5. Ilya Sorokin signed this summer with the Islanders, 8.25. Sorry, are you in
I
that?
feel like you're pretty close.
Are you in that group? And then it's a drop. Gibson, 6.4. Binnington, 6. Grubauer, 5.9. Grubauer was a UFA, right? Seattle, anyway. And then Shesterkin's going to probably leapfrog everybody.
Well, I wonder if Swayman's hearing what Shesterkin's after and going, I'm there too. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Or if he thinks if Price, Bobrovsky's 10 as a UFA and Carey Price 10.5, then this guy's going to go 10 between
Those
10 and
old.
11.
Those are old, so the cap's gone up.
Vasilevsky 9.5. It's an 8-year deal.
Vasilevsky has how many cups?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that they have to be close, or Swayman's out to lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like now, like that. If you're Swayman, you're pissed off today.
Hey,
shit.
You paint yourself in a corner too, bud. Like,
how much do you think you're worth? And then play well. You better play well now if you've held out and seemingly put yourself in that elite tier. You deserve all this money. All right. Well, you got it. Now earn it.
Yeah.
So
I feel terrible for both parties.
Do you?
Love Boston.
I don't know if I feel bad for anybody there. I think Cam Neely's doing just fine. Boston, that city's won a lot of championships in the last little bit. Bruins are just fine. I did feel bad for them a little bit when they had the best regular season record ever 2 years ago and got torpedoed in round 1.
Yeah.
But
I didn't.
Just a couple of quick comments here. This is from here. Whatever happened to the bridge deal? It's not even a discussion anymore. Well, I think it is for some.
It is for
it's
some
still a
that
thing.
haven't quite crossed the barrier, I think. I mean, and again, I think the Bruins put themselves in a bit of a pickle by moving Ulmer. Now, did they have to? Maybe. Did they get what they wanted for him? Maybe. I don't know. But now Swayman's going, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit here then.
And Mr. Smackin is chiming in. Rhett, that's a really nice hat, bro.
Thank you. This is my kid. It's Billy Bob's. His name is Will. It says Willie's.
It does say Willie on it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm assuming that's Willie Nelson, maybe?
Yeah,
or,
I guess.
Yeah.
The brand of hat, they actually got a bunch of cool hats.
Do they?
Different.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Well, people like hats.
Love hats.
Big hats. Some maybe too big.
What to say about big hats?
Yeah, that's what they say. That'll kind of put it tomorrow on the
Don't you have
program.
buttons now?
I have buttons, but again, this is another one of those things at home, at my where I usually do the show, buttons, and then I come here and I have buttons, but the buttons don't work.
Oh,
from here.
I was excited for the button.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
Sure,
We'll get it all.
Sure you will.
We'll get it all nailed down. But guest on the show tomorrow, not Pinder, thank God. But we will have a guest on the program tomorrow.
Surprise?
Maybe.
All right.
Do you like surprises?
I'm good with surprises.
Okay, it'll be a surprise for you. So a surprise on the show tomorrow.
In studio?
No.
Oh.
No.
Can I ask him to bring some?
No. And not so much a surprise because we talked about this before the show. Because it's 30 days, half September. Tomorrow we're into a new month. The return of the Great Clips inbox.
There you go.
So we have a little chatty thing there if you're watching live.
Whoop-de-doo.
Right? If you're watching live, then maybe you can put a comment in. Maybe we might talk. But with the Great Clips inbox, you can send it in. There's the email address, greatclipsinbox@flamesnation.ca. And every week, it's kind of like the mail bag. You can ask your question. Hey, have you got questions for the guys? You can send your questions in. It's a hoop-de-doo. And that's what we're going to do. Whether it's now it says send your questions about the Flames, hockey, food, love, life, etc.
Not love life. Love.
Yeah. Love or life. And we hope life's great. Hopefully there's not too many questions about that. But if there are, we'll dig in.
Mm-hmm.
We're very smart. Great Clips inbox @flamesnation.ca. Direct email to us, and then we will get them on the show.
Great job today, Dean.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. Look at Jack. He's pumped.
Well, I didn't have the highlights, and then I didn't have the Derrick Henry run.
I would think.
I mean, I have them.
You can.
I took the time to find them and cut them.
When you get home tonight, throw them on.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah,
enjoy them.
Definitely there. Why didn't I put them in the drive, Jack? Like, what's?
I don't know.
I put a whole bunch of the things in the drive. The rest of it made it.
Just slipped through the cracks, I guess.
Guess so. Idiot. But yet, still a hero somehow.
It's amazing.
Pretty dumb for a hero.
I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Or pretty heroic for a dumb guy. I don't know which one it is. But that's hey, appreciate you. We'll be doing the show again tomorrow. I think we'll do another one tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
baseball.
That'll do it. See you, buddies.